to the broken baker, where crimes are baked in every show. Mysteries rise and truth unfolding. Ready, set, it's time to go.
I did hear Aqua on the radio the other day, and I was just, it makes me think of you, Baker.
Yeah, because I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Life in plastic, it's fantastic. You can brush my hair, undress me anywhere. Imagination, life is your creation. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Yeah. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Ooh, whoa, ooh, whoa. I'm a blonde bimbo girl in a fantasy world. Touch me here, touch me there, hanky panky. Come jump in, bimbo friend, let us do it again. Hit the town, fool around, let's go party. You can touch, you can play. If you say I'm only yours, you can touch,
I don't
you
think
can
he's
play.
okay, guys.
That's as much as I remember.
That's
from,
like the whole song. It's a good job.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whoever you are, and happy Labor Day to everyone. I don't know why America has one day that women can go into labor, but it's efficient. Everyone has the same birthday.
Of course. All the labors.
Hey, Jamie.
Hi.
You little black-hearted. So, this is a subliminal message that she will be yelling at me after. She has a black heart out. Because I didn't do it good enough yesterday.
No.
I had the wrong panel. I asked the wrong questions. I didn't talk about Sandra Birchmore.
Shame on you.
Yeah. So this will again be the final show on the channel.
Yeah. That's it.
No Jamie around. Everything goes to hell in a handbasket.
I gotta maintain the sanity on these shows, and sorry.
Yeah. So tomorrow at noon, Beauty on a Budget with Jamie will be the show.
Are you gonna pretend to retire so then I have to take over? Okay.
Hey, Christine and Nicola Maxwell, Gina L, Texas Brand, Helen from Holland, Marissa, and Monsieur Fedorowski. We were slightly late. We were talking in the background. Peter A. And Danny T. Esprit Fleck. Hello. Teresa Dirkschmeyer. Oh my God. I got a new tablet and I need to remove some notifications. Thank you, Fedorowski. Now I can see who sends me notification. It just makes a lot of noise. Hey, Queen. And Jar Jar. Binks. Mise. No likey. Hey, Panella. And Indie Girl. Dottie for Gotti. From the Great Britons. And Jackie McGee. Jamie, where Jamie is streaming from, she is in the Ohio State. Watching you while also watching the Karen Reed standouts. Yes, today will be a day of standouts for all the free Karen Reed. I might jump on and just say hi to Tom after the show. And to, well, not tonight for you, but this afternoon, 4 Eastern, I will be on with Aussie Insider, where we'll be talking the Sarah Birchmore case again. Hey, Kimberly Heels. Anime Rompirer. Like Tay says, haters gonna hate. She also say, shake it off. The Daily Beauty on a Budget replacement show airs tomorrow at noon. Hey, Beth. You missed all my very low-key and uneventful birthday yesterday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, sweet Gina. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Everyone, say happy birthday to Gina. Hey, Candy Temple, talk about the devil. Hey, Ozzy. And Janine. And Adelaide Glass. Well, it's because then I could get some stuff done. And I didn't get any stuff done because I bought a new tablet and it took me an hour to set it up. From the Aromatic Park in Terra Via. Have to watch it after the show. Did you hear where you're from, Jamie?
Where? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was
Ohio State.
You really are hateful, aren't you?
I don't know why it's hateful.
It's very hateful.
Thank you so much, Drop Dead Fred. And yes, well, my goal this year was 2,000 subs, so I hit that one good and hard.
Yeah, good job. Guys, 12,000. I knew Baker when he had 50.
50.
50.
You met me when I had 45.
I think you did. I don't remember. It was like, and then Dave was like, "Go sub to this guy," and we all went over there, and it was all in Danish. We were like, "Oh well."
Yeah, and then I went on with Dave, and he said, you speak a bearable English. And then, yeah.
Everybody kept asking you to translate your videos, so you were like doing dual videos.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, that was really hard doing the try to do a Danish case in 2 languages. That took a lot of time because I don't script anything. I just talk. So it's just do over till I like what I'm doing. Hey, Paige. The Ohio State. You're right, Bobby. She is a badger or whatever they are in Ohio.
No,
but Jamie,
stop it.
Do you know what I love more than getting told I'm an idiot in my own comments? That was a question.
Wait, what did you say?
That's how you get to 12,000. Having a co-host who sits there listening to you and just, I don't know, I'm just going to smile when he stops talking. Do you know what I love more than being called an idiot in my own comments?
What do you love?
Reading about other idiots.
Yeah, it is fun.
And there are 75 pages of inmate behavior notes on Sarah Boone. Most of it is just, she got her laptop, she got her razor. We're going to skip quite fast to that, but there's some good insights into the mindset of Miss Sarah Boone. How did you two meet up? Well, I was normally watching trials on Nick Ricada, and he stopped streaming, and I was just going through live on the YouTubes, and then I saw this logo pop up.
Mr. David Helms.
And I went in, there was like 20 people sitting in chat, so I thought, oh, that's going to be interesting. And I sat there we were watching the Letitia Stout case, and I dropped hints that I do jury duty in Denmark. And he said, oh, that could be interesting to talk about. Do you want to do a show? And I said, jeg ved ikke, hvad du snakker om. Jeg taler ikke engelsk. And then we did a show talking about how the court system is in Denmark, how we don't have civil lawsuits. We do, but they're never with a jury. And how our sentencing guidelines are way less than yours and stuff like that. And he said, well, that's okay. You speak okay English. And I started doing some stuff in English, and Then he said, well, I'm going to cover this trial in Texas about a border guard who had a girlfriend and a 2-year-old.
Something like that.
Yeah, 2-year-old.
Or two.
And he, both of them. And we started covering the trial. And Dave did like he always did, stayed there for 2 days and then said, well, I have work to do. And then me and Jamie sat there every day talking. Dave stopped in every hour or so and said, hey. And when the case finished, they went into the sentencing phase because it was a DP case. And that was really boring. And we said, do you want to look for something else? I found this weirdo in Massachusetts called Bradley Yawn. What?
Illinois.
That's what I said, Jamie. Called Bradley Yawn. Do you want to look at it? Because that was day one had already gone, and he was pro se, and he was absolutely masterful stupid. And we started watching that together, and since then we've been doing this. I don't know how many trials we've been covering now, 15, something like that. 20.
Yeah,
Yeah. I have my 2-year YouTube birthday on Saturday with a big giveaway show. And I think we started doing this in February or March.
Yeah. Because, well, I met Dave in March when he was doing Zach Anderson. And then shortly after that, you came around.
Oh, so we've maybe only been going for a little over a year now.
Yeah, a little over a year.
Can I say bromance? Yes, but can you say rødgrød med fløde? Thank you, Anya. Some people didn't, and they let me know. Apparently, Shizzy is the worst person in the world. I thought bringing in someone who didn't know all the background stuff would ask those questions that people out on the street hearing about it would ask, and then you can tell them, no, everyone must know the same or it's a wasted show. That's, yeah. Well,
yeah.
Luckily, those people have their own channels with 1 million views because they are so good at it. Look at Amica Cream.
Is I just don't know why people get so upset when somebody comes on and they're just they're just learning. Not everybody is just full on been learning about this for as long as it's been going on. Like sometimes we're just all learning. We're reading court documents and we're trying to figure out and asking questions.
Yeah.
People can be so rude.
You were a free Zach Anderson. Yeah, I think Zach was the first case I watched with Dave, maybe.
Yeah, it was. We did Zach Anderson, or I met him on Zach Anderson, and then he wanted to do Letitia Stout with me.
Yeah, so. That's how it was. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And then that's when I think we met you. You're like, who's this Broken Baker? He is crazy. He's just hamming it up in chat.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the show. It's just when you go through all the comments and you have like 50 comments and that's again, the human brain is weird. I see that person saying, oh, Shizzy is really bad. Why did you have Mike on? Because not everyone has the same personality, and I like that on a panel.
Mm-hmm.
Mark, if I let Mark go, he could talk for 2 hours and we'll say hasta la taco and it'll go off. Because he's really good at talking and he's very interesting to listen to.
Oh, yeah. I can listen all day.
But we get that rhythm, and Mike knows how Mark is because they are streaming all the time. So I bring Mike in when I have a good question for him because I know he's really good at asking those questions too. And he has a really, I won't call it a funny mind, but an interesting mind, the way he sees things. So he's a really good guest to have to kind of dig deeper in a question. And Shizzy, it was to give that. I know nothing about any of the players in the game, but I think it was a great show, and I love being with all of those people.
Yeah, they're all great.
A panel should be diverse. Yes, because if you had four of me or Mark, we would be over talking the entire. I really have to hold myself back because I'm a talker too. So I'm sitting here holding myself back and playing the host. And Jamie knows how much it itches in me to just talk.
Yeah.
Um, so but I'm the host. That's my role, trying to engage with everyone. But enough about all the bad stuff. Let's get to the good stuff. Hey, Michelle, how are you doing? Some of us learned the hard way. We or our friends or loved one had to learn the first one. I'm not sure. Anything interesting in the inmate notes? We'll get to it. We haven't started. I just waited for people to tickle in. Well, you all have fans somewhere. And I loved, I was sitting trying to write your mods until Fedorowski finally wrote me back and said, I can't do anything. Oh, yeah, wrong chat.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. I'm not that smart.
Yeah, you are very smart, actually.
Thank you, K Squared. The panel was great. I think so. And in the end, what does it matter that Johnny down the pub don't like
Yeah.
that? There was
Oh,
there's 2,000 people there, and they seemed, most of them, to enjoy it.
well, I mean, Mike's great. Mike's good. Mark's good. Shizzy was interesting because, yeah, he's somebody we haven't, a lot of people haven't seen before.
Yeah.
So get over it, whoever you are.
Minds don't technically see except with the third eye. Okay, Iris is here. Let's go, Jamie.
Of course. Hi, Iris.
Michelle, we had a Sarah Birdsmore panel yesterday. I would give it a look later if you have the time for it. Hey, Pertsove from Poland. Nothing better than notes about our friend Sarah after difficult Monday work. Yes, and welcome. How is Poland? What are inmate notes? Inmate notes is kind of like this. July 25th, victim is currently in OCCD custody. I don't know why that's there, because that's the first note. Then the next note is due to time restraints, unable to complete PRIA interview today. Will attempt at later time. Again, I don't know what a PRIA interview is. And then we get to 20. I think these two first ones has nothing to do with not Karen Reed, but Letitia Stauch. But then we have 25th of February 2020. That's when she got arrested, right? A face-to-face interview was conducted with the inmate. The inmate was advised of giving his. Is this the wrong note you've given me?
No, I don't think so, right?
But it says his.
Yeah, but they are sloppy with their
Yeah.
notes. They have been, at least.
I know. I'll go down to the first. Inmate Boone was approved for PC status with a follow-up 30-day review per Major Martin. Memo has been signed and scanned into IMS. Alert has been updated. Confinement order will be submitted. Oh yeah, it's because she was put in because of the high media coverage. She was remained in a single cell. Yeah, it's just it's very sloppy most of the work. That's why.
Yeah.
But so inmate note is just to keep track of everything, every interaction they have with a person. I'm in Napoli and it's beautiful. It is. I haven't been to Napoli, but I'm going to Rome in 2 weeks. I need to get a hotel in Copenhagen. Yes, Slisha, that's it. It is so Sarah can't go to the judge and said, they don't listen to me. I will be beginning to say, can I get a free meal? I'll write about you on my blog. Weekly review conducted. There's no change in status at this time. Inmate has access to programs and services as documented in OCCD, administrative order, blah. Razor issued, inspected, and returned intact. Inmate allowed recreation 30 minutes. Inmate were issued a property bag and informed that all items, when not in use, are to be placed in the property bag. Inmate was found to have 7 plastic bags in her possession. All items were taken and inmate was counseled about her behavior. Inmate commissary checked against receipt and revealed 2. Is this tamales? I think that it's one of those who can't spell. Should this be tamales? I don't know what tamales is.
Revealed 2
Thermals.
So like 10 cups and 1 bag. Thermals? Yeah, I don't know what that's supposed to. You need to learn how to spell, people.
Yeah.
Well, maybe is it like, oh, okay. Is it like underwear?
Oh, it's underwear. Okay. Baker, you could say I'm the Danish Gordon Ramsay. Are you the Danish Gordon Ramsay? Have I eaten at your restaurant?
I love Gordon Ramsay. I love him.
Long underwear.
That's what I'm thinking.
But, yeah. Well, why did she have 7 plastic bags? Jess, don't ask questions. Well, so she has 2 missing pair of long johns missing, 10 cups and 1 pack of Oreo cookies missing. Approved protective custody. Weekly review conducted. There's no change in status. Inmate has access to programs. On 2nd of April, you Americans really need to put it the right way like the rest of the world. Inmate Boone was issued a property bag and was informed that all her property was to be stored in the bag when not in use. On 8th of April, while conducting cell inspection at 7 o'clock at Eldorm, several inmate Boone's items from her property bag was located on the desk in her cell. I reiterated my instructions from the 2nd of April with inmate Boone, who became argumentative. Don't know. Inmate Boone. Yeah, I darted. Inmate Boone was given the same instructions in reference to a property from Corporal Daniels, who was present at the time. Later, at approximately 11 o'clock, while conducting lunch at Eldorm, inmate Boone personal items were still located on her desk. I informed Boone that if she could not store a property as instructed, it would be inventoried and placed in her inmate property. Negative earned. So she's like a kid. You have to clean your room. I don't need to clean my room. Clean your room. And 2 hours later, nothing has been done.
This woman.
On 8th of April, while collecting lunch trays, I observed that inmate Boone had not started to eat. I informed Boone that all inmates were given 20 minutes to eat. Inmate Boone became argumentative and stated, I almost choked the other day while eating. I informed inmate Boone that was understandable, but she had not even started to eat. Inmate Boone continued to be argumentative and stated, it's something different every day. I informed inmate Boone that these are Orange County rules and that they may vary and change at times, but she would be in compliance. She got another razor. On April 13th, inmate Boone was allotted her 1 hour out of cell time. She spent the majority of her time on the phone, then decided to take a shower. She went over her time limit by a short amount of time. Tonight, inmate Boone was on the phone and I advised her that she had 30 minutes left. I again advised her when she had 20 minutes left. Once inmate Boone decided to finish her phone call, she had about 5 minutes left and still wanted to shower. I explained to her that she had 5 minutes to shower and that she was not going over her time again tonight due to her using the majority of her time on the phone. Inmate Boone became argumentative and was again explained to her that she had 1 hour of out-of-cell time to shower, make phone calls, and utilize the day room. due to her spending her remaining time arguing. Inmate Boone did not shower. Inmate Boone is not receptive to counseling and acts as if LDOM's schedule revolves around her schedule. Negative earned.
Imagine that.
I can't. The Sarah I know isn't like that.
No, not at
It's
all.
yeah, she is carrying the Fukuyama out of jail. I would quit if I was in charge of her. Yeah. Wait, she got a razor. I don't know why they gave inmates weapon. Personal hygiene. They give them one of those little cheap razors, and they'll inspect it when they get it back, so they can't. It says, I just don't read it. We can see it here. Razor issued after lockdown. Razor issued returned intact. So they give her one, but they take it back.
Yeah. It's just like the cheap plastic ones or whatever.
Yeah. Not the ones you will see on Beauty on a Budget tomorrow with Jamie. Yeah, the rules are to reduce all the crap that can happen because people can get to your stuff. Didn't she at one point say she was going to join the military but never did because basic is a lot like prison? I can't remember that. Yeah, she is arguing like a toddler. Inmate Boone approved for relocation to general pub. That's good. Taking in bunk area during lockdown. Razor issued. Inmate Boone has been told on several occasions that she is only to utilize one locker. Today again it was found that Inmate Boone again had 2 lockers. I advised her that next time that the locker that is not assigned to her is full, the items in it will be put in the garbage, as I am thinking that someone left the items who was released. Jamie, I have squirrels in my brain, and they collect all kinds of stuff, but how much stuff can you scrounger in prison?
I don't know.
It's not like you can go out and buy new clothes every day.
Oh no, I mean, the only thing I think they would get into is like commissary stuff, right? Like,
yeah,
they just get treats and pack away like little squirrels, like cookies and stuff.
Squat Bob, I do not condone this message because it's true, but I don't condone it.
I'll always be Rob.
Hey, Shaquille Oatmeal, the second coolest name on the YouTubes. Sarah Boone is high maintenance. She is. Well, an alcoholic, she is very high maintenance.
She doesn't like to be told what to do. So she's going to have a really rough life for a majority of her life.
Yeah. Sarah just needs your daddy hand. She has Tom Gillis's daddy hands. I won't touch them, but thank you, Wallstorm, for being a member for 7 months.
Hey, Wallstorm. Good morning.
On the 1st of March, a shakedown was conducted in Dorm H. While conducting the shakedown, it was found that several inmates in the dorm was occupying 2 lockers to store their property. I explained to each inmate individually as to why it is important to not utilize 2 lockers, i.e. lockers with no inmates will be considered community property or left property from the prior inmate who was housed on the bunk will be thrown. Left property from the prior inmate who was housed. The spelling is so bad. Was housed on the bunk and will be thrown in the garbage. Today, upon doing a visual of the dorm and observing inmate lockers, it was observed that bunk number 9 had property in it, with no person occupying the bunk. That should not be bunk 9, but locker 9. When completing my visual, I returned to number 9 and removed the items in the locker, which consisted of a pair of orange shorts, Pepto-Bismol, and a pair of socks. Immediately, Inmate Boone confronted me and stated to me that the items in the locker belonged to her. I asked her how can that be, because her and I had just had a conversation about not having 2 lockers. Inmate Boone stated to me that she was utilizing the lockers because she was getting ready to get in the shower. Showers were closed at this time. Inmate Boone, for some reason, believes that the dorm rules or any rules in the matter does not apply to her.
Yeah.
Inmate Boone, yeah. Inmate Boone approaches the officer's desk and states to this officer, "Why is it that you're always picking on me?" I stated to her, "I don't pick on inmates, but I do expect the inmates to follow the dorm rules, and when they don't, it will be addressed." Inmate was not receptive. This is when she proceeded to ask for an inmate request grievance and to speak with a supervisor, Karen, because she did not like what I was saying to her because she is different, i.e. height, race, religion. I don't know because I didn't elaborate. So she's different. Thank you, Squad Bob, for the 10 gifted memberships.
Picturing somebody in prison or jail, she's in jail right now, saying, "Can I speak to your manager?" It's a really funny thing to think about.
You should treat me differently because I'm different. I'm a straight A student. Welcome to Golden Girl, Amica Green, Emma, Keel Oatmeal, Teresa Dirkmeister, Fire and Ice. That's the name of the band in that Eurovision song, right? Denny Beacon, Cindy Deview, Nia Folk, and Casey was gifted memberships. Or was it? No, Fire and Ice were the male figure skating in that movie with Will Ferrell.
Blades of Glory. Yeah.
Yeah, Blades of Glory. Yeah, they were called Fire and Ice.
You remember that so well. That's funny.
I like that movie. Inmate was not receptive. Couldn't be the title of Sarah's autobiography. Yes. Boone is the OG Karen. She is, Dave. What a life. Yeah. Different is a nice way to put it. Yeah. This is an addendum to last negative that inmate Boone received by this officer. The inmate stated to this officer that I don't like her because she's different. Isn't sure what she meant about this statement. She refused her breakfast tray. 12th of May. Mr. Douglas arrived at 8th dorm to see 2 inmates in the dorm. At the completion of the second inmate, inmate Boone approached the door and asked to speak with Mr. Douglas. I asked her what her question, and she stated that she was missing some items out of her commissary 2 weeks ago. I explained to her that Mr. Douglas was not here to see her. Inmate Boone became irate and stormed to her bunk. After Mr. Douglas left, I called inmate Boone to the officer's desk and asked her again what was her question. She explained to me that 2 weeks ago, Mr. Douglas brought commissary to her, and she had several missing items, 2 Snickers and 1 bag of chips. I called K-Dorm and summoned Mr. Douglas to return to H-Dorm, in which he replied, no. Of course he did. I, in turn, asked for a short break from Officer Fulton and met Mr. Douglas at the main hallway. I began to tell Mr. Douglas what was going on, and he explained to me that he was not aware of any missing items from inmate Boone's commissary on 2 weeks ago. I said, okay, and returned to H-Dorm. I again spoke with inmate Boone and stated to her that what Mr. Douglas had told me. And she said, had I let her speak with him the first time, he would have remembered her face. Inmate Boone had assigned a Ramak order form in her possession, stating that she received all the items.
Those Snicker bars, though. I don't blame
all
her.
The chips. Pin King. Put her in solitary for 30 to 120 days. She was in solitary to begin with. Didn't help because she's special.
She is so causing mayhem. She wants to speak to the jail manager.
Ping Ping was a great movie with Woody Harrelson. I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
The one where he's a bowler who lost his hand.
I know. I like that one too.
Razor issued. Inmate refused breakfast. All inmates were given the dorm rules and expectation for the shower area. Inmate failed to follow the instruction given and is therefore receiving this negative. Boone is receiving a negative for constantly talking in the bunk area and passing food around to all the other inmates around her. Inmate refused breakfast tray. Razor issued. Refused breakfast tray. Inmate is receiving this negative for talking in the bunk area. All inmates were advised of the dorm rules and that non-compliance would result in a negative. Negative earned. Refused breakfast. Received a razor. Inmate continues to talk in the bunk area. Refused breakfast. Refused breakfast. All the inmates were informed of dorm expectation. Inmate Boone constantly challenges this officer's directive. Inmate has been advised on several occasions that she is to have her ID on her person at all times when not in her bunk. Upon doing my 8:45 visual inspection while arriving at bunk 44, which housed inmate Boone, her identification card was visually posted on the bunk with no body. Inmate Boone was downstairs in the day room with no ID. Inmate again was advised as to the importance of having her ID on her person. Inmate stated to me, "Where is it in the handbook that you have to have your ID on your person? And where does it state that you get a negative for not doing so?" I pulled my printed handbook from the desk and highlighted the information regarding inmate identification and called inmate Boone to the desk to read the informative in part that is stated on page 17. All inmates are required to wear the ID card at all times and display their ID card upon the request of staff. Inmate again was not receptive. She's so stupid.
Jesus, Karen. Yeah. Oh, Sarah. I mean, Karen.
Yeah, Karen is Aaron's Karen. Yeah. This is worse than when my kids didn't want to take a shower.
Well,
Why do I
she's
have
always...
to? I took a shower yesterday with mom. Yeah, but you're going to take a shower again today. But I don't have to take a shower every day. Mom says so. Mom ain't here. This is dad rules. But mom's, I don't. This is dad rules. That's
she's a peach. I
she's
like
a
that though.
peach.
She says, "Where in the handbook does it say this?"
Yeah, like she ever read the handbook.
Like they gave you a pamphlet when you get arrested. Come on, lady.
Mr. Jingles wouldn't survive suitcase, Sarah. Probably not. How can you get those notes for other inmates in other states? FOIA request, or is it just another Florida-specific thing? Jess, can you help Pertsove out? Because I don't know. I have Jess to do it for me.
Yeah. They just appear in his inbox.
Yeah, that's the beauty about being a streamer. Stuff just shows up. It's kind of like that magic table when you have a girlfriend, but things just disappear from.
Okay.
And the laundry that just fixes itself, it's magic.
Yeah.
You drop your socks on the floor, 2 days later, they're back in your closet.
Mm-hmm. We are.
It doesn't happen when you're single. You need to have a woman living in your house. Or man, I don't know if it works. I never tried living with another man. Maybe I'd like it. But if you have a woman in the house, dirty dishes and stuff like that, it disappears.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. I feel like we need to establish hostage protocols for a new attorney. Probably.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Sarah, she's doing like it's funny because she's just being just I don't know, like
She's just thick, and she's
God.
mentally stunted at 12 years old. That's the problem.
No, I mean, no wonder her and Jorge had a crazy relationship. Like, she is stubborn.
I don't know how you acted when you were 14 years old and drunk, but I can just imagine. I know how I acted, but let's not get into that one.
I didn't really get drunk for the first time until I was like 17, so.
Yeah, neither did I.
But But it was comical. I definitely wasn't an a-hole though. Like I've never been. I don't know. I can't rise to Sarah's level. I just want to have
Kimmy,
fun. I don't want to like fight everybody.
no, don't. Neither would she. She just if they treat her right. It
Yes, she
depends on the
does.
state, but they should be able to request them as a FOIA. Florida has an email address for the sheriff's office that controls the jail. So it's a FOIA request if it's not Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, 14 or 15 doesn't get told no. Yeah, I think that's where she stunted. Arrested Development, and no one ever said no to her. Probably her mom. Well, he can always drop out, but he will probably get in trouble for it. Leslie, every stream I do on Sarah Boone, someone asked this, and I can't. I think we get a conclusion that said they were playing to begin with, and he said, "Look, I can fit into the suitcase," and then it turned bad. I think
Yeah, because they
that's the
were
conclusion.
drinking. Our conclusion was they were both drinking, and
Yeah.
I guarantee that they were just being ridiculous. And I mean, he's a small guy, and he definitely got in the. I believe he definitely got in on his own, and it was like, ha ha, zip him up. But then she was like, "I got you now," and she's just an a-hole and
Yeah.
wanted to kind of just torture him because she was mad at him. And I honestly believe that she didn't think that it was going to end like this, but it did.
Yeah, she was just going to leave him in there for 30 minutes, but she was so drunk she blacked out.
Yeah.
Something like that.
But it's still, she still deserves what she's getting. So
exactly. Yeah. Again, that hide and seek is just too stupid. Who's hiding and who's seeking?
Yeah,
Hey,
the hide and seek thing was where I was like, Sarah, don't. I mean, you guys just say you were drunk and he got in the suitcase and you thought it. Well, I was gonna teach him a lesson.
I'm going to teach him a lesson because he's been mean to me, and I forgot him in there. I was so drunk I fell asleep.
Exactly.
And then sadly they found the videos on her phone instead of saying not
Exactly.
intentionally.
Yeah.
Well, the next 3 ones are for refusing a breakfast tray, and then we get to June 15th.
She really doesn't like breakfast. I don't know why. I love breakfast.
For the longest time, I never ate breakfast. I had to teach myself how to eat breakfast to get a regular, what do you call it, sugar level, or because I would snack a lot at night because I never had breakfast. So to kind of keep the snacking down and keep me covered all day long, I had to teach myself to eat breakfast. I never liked eating in the morning. I felt when I ate at 8 in the morning. At June 15th, while at the officer station, inmate Boone was observed arguing with the dorm trustee McConnell. Cassie McConnell. I gave inmate Boone a verbal order to approach the officer station. Inmate Boone was questioned as to the issue she was having with the dorm trustee. Inmate Boone stated that she did not get to wash her whites. I informed Boone that I called several times at approximately 11:47 for laundry, and that I served the trustee call all inmates on the recreation yard for laundry. Inmate Boone became very argumentative and stated she didn't hear the laundry call and that she doesn't know why I had McConnell washing whites. I informed inmate Boone that she didn't need to know and that she was afforded an opportunity to wash her whites. Negative earned. Refuse breakfast, refuse breakfast, refuse breakfast. Sarah Boone is receiving a negative for constantly talking in the bunk area. Breakfast refused, breakfast refused. Inmate was observed talking in the restroom area. Inmate was told during my dorm inspection and the rules that there is to be no talking in the shower area, bunk area, or restroom area. Negative earned. Inmate has received this negative for talking in the bunk area. All inmates were advised. This is how many negatives have you given for that bunk area talk? And who wants to talk to her?
Well, yeah, but like what happens when you get so many? Like, shouldn't she get in big trouble yet?
But what can you do? She's going to go away for life.
Yeah, I know.
As a note, they have to note when she refuses food so she can't come back and say they're starving her. Yeah, it's just to keep their behinds covered. But it's been a long time since she got a razor.
Oh, yuck.
She's probably a little prickly.
She's probably very hairy.
Yeah, a lot of people around her has been. I can just. You're standing in there saying, "Hey, could you please shut up? We're not allowed to talk in here." Yeah, but then I said to the officer, "Hey, it's not in the handbook." And then because I know I read the handbook because I'm a straight A student and I'm really smart and it's. I have gastric issues. Can't eat in the morning. Need to be up a couple of hours. I had that, but not because I had gastric issues, but when I used to work as a baker, you go to work at 1 or 2 a.m. and I couldn't eat anything. My body would just shut down. And when you then get to have a day off and sleep till like 8, your body is still on the same rhythm. So I couldn't do it.
I love breakfast. I love breakfast foods. I would rather skip dinner than breakfast. I just love breakfast foods.
Yeah, but it's but I eat bland breakfast every day, so I would rather have dinner.
Ugh.
Refused. Breakfast tray. Inmate is receiving the negative for being in an unauthorized bunk area. All inmates were advised that the dorm rules and non-compliance will result in a negative. Inmate is aware that if her negative behavior continues, she will be given a formal discipline. Refused breakfast. Refused. Issued new face mask. Refused breakfast tray. Refused breakfast. A negative is being issued to inmate Boone for talking in the bunk area. Doing face to ID head count. Negative earned. Refused. Inmate receive razor. Inmate receive razor. Refused. Breakfast tray. Old face mask returned and inspected. Issued new face mask. Inmate refused breakfast. Inmate refused breakfast. A negative is being issued to inmate Boone for talking in the bunk area after dorm expectations were given. Refused breakfast. I sent inmate Boone's item to property per her request with movement officer Young. 4 books. Inmate Boone is receiving this negative for talking in the bunk area to another inmate. All inmates were advised numerous of times that there is to be no talking while in their bunks. Second offense will result in informal. Refused breakfast. Refused. Razor issued. Refused. Inmate verbally refused breakfast. Refused. Inmate refused her lunch today.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a new thing.
She like dieting.
She did it at 7:11 a.m. So that's probably wrong.
Because like she's probably trying to get her figure back. So when she's on TV,
that's why she stapled her shorts.
Yeah.
It could be that the suitcase was the naughty step. Get in the suitcase and stay there for 15 minutes and you'll get out. Why no talking? Probably to keep... I don't know if it's... I've never been to prison. I'm just talking. I don't know.
Yeah. I would have a hard time. I'm a chatter.
Yeah. You would get more negatives than her.
Yeah.
But it would be for laughing when they instruct you. You can't talk. I can't talk. Quack, 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 quack.
Yeah.
Hey, Helena. She's cutting weight to fit in a suitcase.
Yeah. I got that weight.
Issuing a negative to Boone must be the highlight of these CEO's day. Yeah. No, she's not on a hunger strike. She just don't eat breakfast.
It's always breakfast.
Jenny, it's so fine. You can just stay with us. Discipline isn't in her vocab. Well, she was a straight A student. Oh, yeah, it's so they don't get into fights if people are bad-mouthing. Yeah. Who will her witnesses be? Probably calling her ex-husband who will tell you she's crazy. I really can't... the only witnesses I could see she could bring is some kind of expert if they can find anyone willing to do it for nothing.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, it
Which
is.
makes
I don't.
sense because it's jail. Like they aren't gonna let you just hang. It's not like a big sleepover, you know.
Well,
You
they're
have
not
to.
bunking and having pillow fights
Yeah.
in their
You gotta
lingerie
be
like
quiet.
normal girls.
Ew.
I've seen the movies.
Yeah. The
At, a,
Cinemax movies.
at approximately midnight after lockdown, inmate Boone and inmate Michelle started a verbal argument from the individual bunks. Both inmates cursed each other back and forth. I advised them to be quiet, and neither inmate complied with my verbal commands. Both Boone and Mitchell were sent to holding for informal discipline for 2 hours. Upon arrival from the holding cell, I spoke with inmate Boone about her behavior, arguing doing count. Inmate Boone seemed to be receptive while being spoken to, but then mentioned that she felt uncomfortable with inmate Michelle. I asked her if anything inappropriate was done to her, to which she stated, no, nothing ever happened. Oh, so someone tried to sneak into her pantalones.
Ew.
Well, she is a hottie. Inmate Boone mentioned
No.
that
No.
hey, Jamie, in matters of the heart, you can't decide. The heart wants what the heart wants.
I guess.
Um,
You don't got a lot of options. Take what you can get.
Inmate Boone mentioned that she just felt uncomfortable with the way that inmate Michelle supposedly treated her. I asked inmate Boone if she was in fear of her life. Inmate Boone stated, no, I'm not in fear. I then asked inmate Boone if she wanted to be moved to another bunk area to avoid other verbal disagreements with inmate Michelle. Inmate Boone declined to be moved. At that point, inmate Boone refused all options that were given to her. This is for informational purpose. So, yeah. Yeah, I've seen the first 2 seasons. They were pretty good. Then, yeah, they were not good.
Never had.
Refused breakfast, sent 3 books to property. Inmate issued a new face mask. Inmate Boone is receiving this negative for talking in the day room while the nurse was in the dorm conducting medication pass. I gave several loud directives to the dorm that there would be no talking while the nurse was present. Inmate Boone was sent to a bunk at 9:54 for no more than 2 hours of informal discipline. Refused breakfast. Inmate Boone approached the officer station at 8 Storm and asked if she could go in 8 Storm classroom and use the colored pencils. I told inmate Boone no and informed her that the faith-based classroom and items relating to faith-based were for faith-based purpose only, not her personal use. Refused breakfast, new mask. Inmate was not scheduled to clean up in dorm. Inmate volunteered to assist with cleaning where needed. Due to the inmate's hard work and help with maintaining cleanliness in the room, the inmate is receiving this positive. This is in August. She's been there for 6 months and she got a positive for the first time. She's a good one.
Sarah.
She changed her ways, Jamie. I told you. Use a negative, but she changed. Refused.
We'll
Razor.
see.
Refused. Razor collected, inspected. Old mask discarded. New mask given. Inmate refused. Inmate verbally refused. Inmate verbally refused. Inmate out to recreation at 8:15. And then we get to RA reassessment. Did you see and understand the Priya video? Yes. Do you know to report any new issues or concerns regarding your safety? Yes. Is there anything you wish to discuss with me regarding zero tolerance of sexual abuse/harassment? No. How are you adjusting while in custody? No issues. Do you feel safe? Yes. Additional comments? No. So she saw a movie and didn't get sexual abused. Refused. Inmate is receiving this negative for talking in the bunk area. All inmates were advised. Razor issued. New face mask. Refused breakfast. New mask. Refused breakfast. Negative for excessive talking in the bunk area after being told several times that they could not be talking after lockdown. Inmate was offered breakfast tray. Refused. Positive issue to inmate Boone for volunteering to clean. She volunteered without even having to ask her.
Oh, Sarah.
She's such a good girl. Inmate received a mask. Inmate refused breakfast. Inmate Boone is receiving this negative for refusing to follow verbal orders from staff. All inmates were advised of dorm rules and non-compliance would result in a negative. She got 2 hours in the holding cell. Refused breakfast. Inmate Boone was advised showers only were open. Inmate Boone continued to question when would the rec yard be open. She was given the directive to turn back to her bunk. Inmate was counseled about her insolence towards staff. Negative earned. She's such an idiot.
She is such an a-hole.
Yes, I couldn't imagine having this job. I have a lot of friends who are prison guards, and because some of the prisoners also know all the rules, so they will just all the time. And then there are some people who just start saying stuff because they think that's the rules. It's kind of like soft sits in court. So, and not everything can run by a rule book. I think she gets a positive for any moment she is not being insufferable. The guards are so grateful.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, a little golden star on her bunk bed when she hasn't talked for 2 minutes. I'm sure this new bed of Cyril is a result of a conjugal visit with the Dali talks. Don't put that on Dali. Not even Dali. He wouldn't do that. How is she causing so much trouble when she's supposed to be working on a case? This is before. This is back in 2020. We're way back. We're only a third through the things. Sent to bed for 2 hours. Yeah. Her cousin was a prison nurse and her husband was a CEO. Who knew two people could fall in love in prison? My dad was a firefighter and my mom worked at a hospital. Who knew those would ever meet? Imagine how it is.
That's cute.
My uncles were prison CEOs, and one was in the Attica riot. Oh. Attica. Never seen the movie, I just seen the meme. New face mask, no breakfast. Inmate was observed not wearing her mask properly after being told several times to wear it the correct way. Placed on bed for 2 hours. I love that they treat her like a kid. You go to bed now for 2 hours.
Yeah, you go to bed. I mean, nowadays I'd be like, okay.
Yeah. Can I go? Yeah, imagine what was punishment when we were kids. You have to go to your room, turn off your electronics. I can go sleep for an hour. I don't care what.
Yeah. Go take a nap. It would always be like, go take a nap or something. And be like, no. Yeah. Like, now I'm like, okay. You don't have to ask me twice.
They haven't finished the sentence before I can hear the snoring.
Yeah, I'm already out.
Razor, no breakfast. Inmate is receiving this negative for not having her face mask on above her nose after all inmates were advised to do so. All inmates were advised of the dorm rules and that non-compliance will result in a negative. Inmate is receiving this negative for not having her face mask on above her nose, so she gets two in a row. No breakfast, no breakfast. Inmate Boone refuses her regularly tray and stated to me that she wanted a back meal. No back meal given. Please note, this inmate was on a special diet and stated to medical that she no longer wanted to be on a special diet.
I told you she was dieting.
Well, she has a special diet because she has some. No, this is 8 months after, so she couldn't have, because I bet you when people have withdrawals, they probably try to adjust their diet because it can get messy. I don't know.
Well, she doesn't want to be on it anymore, so is she going to eat breakfast finally?
Well,
Nope.
no, she refuses them again. Inmate Boone approaches this officer's desk on this AM and asked me about a visit that she is to have tonight at 7 o'clock. I explained to her that I did not know and that night shift checks and prints visitation assignment for the day. Inmate Boone continues to question me about her visit and asked me in a demanding tone to call visitation. I stated to her I will not. Negative for not talk for consistently talking in the bunk area. Refuse breakfast. Refuse breakfast. Inmate stated to me that she do not want the food tray that has her name on it, special diet, but she desires to have a back meal. I explained to her that she has a special tray for whatever reason between her and whoever put the note in. I also explained to her that if she is having problems with her diet tray, that she needs to get with medical and get it changed. Please note that this inmate was also on another special diet, and she put in a request to medical to have it cancelled. Refuse breakfast tray. Inmate is receiving a positive for volunteering for food service laundry exchange, doing extra cleanup around the dorm, taking the initiative by folding towels / reps, volunteering for special detail. Inmate continuously has a positive attitude and takes pride in the cleanliness of her surroundings. She's such a good girl. This is the time she turned it around, Jamie. Now she became a straight A prisoner. Inmate refused breakfast.
I would be doing that stuff anyway, like probably just.
You have nothing to do for.
You have nothing to do. Like, hey, what do you got? I'll do something. I don't even care. Give me a job.
I hate people who tell waiters that they have an allergy when they don't. It make it harder on people with actual allergies. Yes, with the people on planes who order the kosher meal because they believe it's more fresh.
Yeah.
She is excelling at everything. She refused a breakfast. Inmate received a back meal in lieu of dinner tray due to allergy. Inmate received bread from regular tray. Inmate received back meal due to food allergies. Inmate received a back meal in lieu of dinner tray due to allergy. Refused breakfast. Razor given. Inmate volunteered to work for the day as the dorm trustee due to the trustee having the day off. Throughout the shift, she displayed a positive attitude while demonstrating a strong work ethic. She maintained a clean day room, cleaned and stocked the bathroom, conducted laundry, and helped set up and break down chow. Positive earned.
Good job, Sarah.
Refused breakfast. Being that Inmate Boone is allergic to soy, Inmate was given a back meal. Inmate stated to me that she wanted a tray. I stated to her no.
Oh my God, now she wants a tray. She just complained about a tray and wanted a bag meal. Sarah, quit trying to find things to just pick at because you're bored. I get it.
Yeah.
But come on.
What are the dates of the notes? This one is from December. No.
Yeah.
2nd of December 2000. Americans, turn your number. It's because it's really annoying for me to read because I would say the 12th of February 2020 because we put it in the right order. Day, month, year. And again, sitting here reading every date, it gets a little. There's still 49 pages to go. Inmate stated to me she wanted a tray. I stated to her no. Inmate Boone constantly plays the officer when it comes to a meal. Some days she's allergic to soy and other days she's not. Inmate was observed in the day room doing chow, eating a regular tray with soy and beans. informational purpose only. Refuse breakfast. Receiving a negative for being in an unauthorized bunk area. All inmates were given dawn expectations and told that failure to follow such expectation would result in a negative. Negative earned. Refused breakfast, refused breakfast, refused lunch. Inmate was accommodated by medical with a special diet tray due to her allergies, but inmate Boone refused the tray. Inmate Boone picks and chooses what meals she wants to be allergic to and demands extra or other foods when it's convenient for her. I explained to her if the allergy is not the main cause per Sergeant Dunn, she will not be receiving a meal back. Well, that's yeah, that's the thing. Whenever she gets a positive, there's 2 negative before and 2 negatives after. She can't keep herself out of trouble. Months are more important. I say 6/24. It means June 2024. I think you think it means the 6th, 2024. No, I would say the 6th of June. You would say the June the 6th, which doesn't make sense because the day is always, you always go up. But it's the same. You measure thing in inches because then you think again. 15.5 is more impressive than 6. Get into it, guys. No, there's nothing. There haven't been nothing about her withdrawal. Seems like Sandra and Blondinia has the most beef with each other. Blondinia. There'll be a book written about Boone one day called The Nutcase and the Suitcase. Yes. Yeah, she's just testing them, and she's bored, and she's a manipulator. Yeah, but that doesn't make sense. It makes no sense. You start with the smallest unit and goes up. Well, sometimes they come in a bag, and sometimes they come in a tray. Bags probably most likely because then you don't have to wash as much. Oh, and I'm dropping my internet now. Come back, internet. Internet, come back. Whoa, whoa, come back. Internet, come back. Internet. Are you back? No, you're not. Come on back. Come now. Come. Internet. Where's my internet? Hey, RDB. Bags probably have Uncrustables. Never had any of those. Day, month, year. No. We wouldn't, we don't think that. I read your business notes. All she liked to do, show them, she liked to show the boobies. Well, oh my. Yeah. I hope you can hear me because I see my internet has dropped, but we'll try to go on. If it goes away, if he dies, he dies. Inmate Boone approached this officer's desk and began to scold me about a back meal that she says that I had a duty to give her for lunch. I explained to Inmate Boone again that she was afforded a special diet by medical to accommodate her allergies, and she refused. Inmate Boone stated to me that just because she is not like the hair braiders. What? Sound like I'm underwater in a minute. I'm just gonna refresh the site. I'll be righto backo. And while I'm going away, someone tell me what is a hair braid. Is it better now?
Of course.
It takes a long time to update everything.
Yeah.
Looks like StreamYard has a problem.
Are you okay? No. Yeah, I had to walk away a second, and I'm like, I could hear what was going on, but I couldn't get back. Oh.
I'm gonna restart my computer. Stick around, keep the program open because something happened.
Mm-hmm.
So
What
tell
happened?
everyone about budget that you will be starting tomorrow.
I'm not, but thank you. Anyways. Well, what's everybody doing today? My plan is to get my Halloween stuff out. Hence, I got the Halloween cup going today. And my day off of work, so I'm going to decorate and probably run some errands. And I don't know what else to do. Are you closing the pool for real? I mean, we're still going to have some hot days. I don't know how that works because we used to keep our pool open forever. And I'm still dog sitting, so I got. Can you see the big floofy dog is here? But yeah, she's a Saint Bernard mixed with a collie or something like that. So she's not as big, but she's got the look and the fluffy tail and all that. But my sister likes to shave her, except her tail. So I always think that's funny. Yeah, the dollar store actually has a lot of Halloween stuff. When Iris was here, she bought me a bunch of candles, really cool candles. Like look at them. And like these goofy little things that you can, I don't know what they do. I think they light up. But I got a bunch of stuff from the dollar store. And then I have to wrap the tree in lights, and I have some tombstones to put out because I handmade some tombstones one year because I used to buy the fake ones, and they would blow all over the place unless you staked them down. Oh well. No, it's not Boosh. I know. You really want beauty on a budget, don't you? I mean, I'd have to go through and like get like the comparable items because I'm telling you, all the skincare and makeup that you can go to Sephora and pay $1 million for. I found dupes for everything, and perfumes. I'm kind of a perfume snob.
You're kind of a perfume snob.
Yeah, and I have a collection that's ridiculous.
Talk more about that. I go and reset my router now because this didn't fix the problem. It's my internet just crapped out. Talk about whatever it is, and make sure no more leaves. We lost 30 people.
Because nobody wants to hear me talk about. Uh-oh.
Well,
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing.
Christ.
I know. And don't you, he's got to be, I think he's got a hard stop today too. Somebody's outside. Hang on. Anyways. But the Sarah stuff is funny though. She is hilarious. Of course she's causing mayhem in the dorms all the time. My favorite. I just got one I bought yesterday. Hang on, let me grab it. Got this Choco Musk off Amazon for $5. It smells like a vanilla chocolate bakery and it lasts so long. It's perfume oil. He'll be back. His internet's giving him crap. But anyways, I wanted to get to the good stuff with Sarah. And that was her starting crap in 2020. She's been in there for 4 years. Can you imagine these poor people? No, what? But I'm a big fan of anything vanilla. David's favorite smell, because if y'all didn't know, David met me in person, and he complained that I smelled like vanilla, and he hates vanilla. So. But it's not just straight vanilla. It's like caramel vanilla, chocolate vanilla. Like I like stuff like that. So anything vanilla. Well, that's the whole thing. She thinks that like she's getting mad because they're telling her not to talk. But it's freaking jail. You can't just sit around and it's not a big like I said, it's not a big sleepover for all the ladies to just hang out and talk and all night long. And the whole lunch and yeah, the whole breakfast and lunch thing is so funny. Of course she went in there and said she had some kind of allergy and she had to have a special diet, and then they note that she's been eating all the stuff that she says she's allergic to. Peter, you eat vanilla ice cream daily. I love and vanilla is actually my favorite flavor too. I know I'm pretty basic. Yeah, the minute they like took away, she complained she wanted a lunch bag. Then there, she turns around and says, "But I want a tray." Like seeing her in that that police video that we saw and how she acts is just ridiculous. Like, you know, she's out there acting that way everywhere she goes. She wants to get her way, and that's all she wants.
I think it's a StreamYard issue because everything else looks fine. That's so annoying, Jamie. Because then I can't fix it.
I know. Sorry.
That's kind of annoying because there's 300 people sitting here watching us.
I know.
I just paid my internet bill yesterday.
And they want to hear more of the Sarah nonsense.
Yeah, we're getting to the good part. And if I'm sounding like a robot, it's not as easy.
Yeah, you do sound like a robot still. Oh my gosh. Hang on. He's at the door again.
That's so annoying. Stop updating this. Can that help? Come on. Be better. I am kind of like an alien. Creating conflict is the aim, then claiming to be harassed, thus crying bullying. Probably.
Ooh. The dogs figured out how to open the back door, so I can hear them opening it when they want in. Because I have like a breezeway that is between the garage and the house, and it has a door that goes out to the backyard and a door that goes out to the front yard. And I just hear clunk, like scream. I'm like, those little shits. They figure out how to open it. And they'll go and they'll just wait in the breezeway for me to come let them in.
Well, that's nice. I don't know. I think it's a StreamYard issue because internet is running 5x5.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let me just do this to see what my internet is saying. The internet is crapiola. I can't even open a speed test. Jamie, sadly, I'll have to shut this down because I'll have to figure out what to do.
Oh, you'll just have to do part 2.
I'm sorry. We got to the part where she didn't like the hair braiders in the dorm. She was not going to stoop to my level. Inmate Seibel was also present at the desk and stated to Inmate Boone, "Isn't that a racist statement?" Inmate Boone is constantly and routinely challenging this officer's decision. I explained to Inmate Boone again to contact medical and see if she can again be put on a restricted diet. Refused breakaway. Inmate spoke to Corporal McKinley regarding the back meal. Inmate stated to Corporal McKinley that she is aware that she has a special diet tray that she refuses, but she wants to be given a back meal at any time there is soy in the tray. Corporal McKinney again explained this to Sarah Boone. That is the main entree that we may accommodate. It is again always something with her regarding her meals. LPN Mullen states that she will look into putting Inmate Boone on and all bag meals for Chow since this is what she is requiring. All that because I don't have more than one bar on the internet, so I'm gonna see if I can find somewhere to send you. I can't even open up my control panel on YouTube. Yeah, a restart. I did a restart. A new stream won't fix it because I just opened up everything again, and I just don't get any. I can't open up any windows on the internet, so I can't even find somewhere to redirect you to. Jamie, I think we have to cut this. Hey, Donna Berry, sorry you came just as my internet cut out.
Yeah, sorry, Donna. This is getting fun.
Yeah, because now Sarah is a racist. I'm trying to send you all over to the Young Jerks because he's covering the Sarah Boone standouts. I hope my internet gets fixed before 4 p.m. when I will be on with Aussie Insider. I'm so sorry. We will be picking this up tomorrow. We went to page 17 where Sarah said a racism. Sorry all. Sadly, this is what happens when live streaming. I'm so bad.
Yeah, can barely hear you.
Love you all. Hey, all people coming in from Megan and Lake Vices. just as my internet craps out. Hey, Vices Raid. I'm sadly hit by a very bad internet. I can't even tell if I'm getting through to anyone because everything moves like in molasses.
You're sketchy, but I can hear you kind of. So
you can hear me kind of.
Like it's like going in and out, but I can hear you. So I think everybody can hear you. I know he's.
Can I stop link in chat? Which link in chat?
The link to where you want to send people.
I'm just gonna try and restart my computer one more time and see if it fixes it. Jamie, talk more about.
Oh my God.
Dogs eating a back door.
Sorry, guys. He's going to try to fix it one more time. But we were reading Sarah Boone inmate notes. Baker has like 70 pages of inmate notes of Sarah Boone, starting from when she was in there in 2020. And she is precious. She is the Karen of the jail. Everybody that's just coming in. Thank you, Swab Bob. Anyways, yeah, we're doing Sarah Boone inmate notes, everybody that's coming in. So far, we've learned she claims she needed a special diet, so she wasn't eating. She was getting special trays, but she was refusing them every day. And then complained that she didn't want to be on a diet anymore and said she had allergies. And then when they gave her the allergy trays, then she wanted the bags back. It's a whole thing. Apparently, she doesn't know how to be quiet. During quiet hours, she's arguing. Oh, she likes to ask if she can speak to the supervisors all the time because people aren't treating her right. It is hilarious. And who is this person? I'll wait till he comes back. But he's got lots of it. He's got, I don't know how far it goes. because he just told me about it today. Yeah, she doesn't ask to talk to the supervisor. She demands it because people aren't treating her right. I mean, she's in jail for committing a crime, but she needs to be treated like a human and with respect. She's not giving respect, but she wants to have it, so. Exactly. Her jail experience isn't going the way she wants. And was that true? Did I miss that part that somebody was trying to have a relationship with her? Ugh. Why would anyone want to touch that lady? Mm-hmm. Yep. Fingers crossed that his internet works so we can finish it, because I really wanted to hear some more of this crazy lady. Well, she really thinks that this "I didn't do this intentionally" thing is going to work for her. I can't. I mean, are they really going for the battered spouse defense? Because I can't imagine that anything is going to work in this case where she looks sympathetic at all. Oh my gosh, hang on. This person is out of control. Sorry, guys. Yeah, that video is going to be I don't know how she's going to explain any of that away. So the video is ridiculous. Like I said, I mean, I honestly don't believe that. I think they were being stupid and messing around, and he got in that suitcase and they thought, I mean, maybe they thought it was funny, and then she was just like, she just took it to a whole new level. But then when she started recording him and you hear everything on there and you hear about some of the injuries, yeah, she's going to be cooked for sure. And she deserves to be. She definitely deserves to be. Did she have some racist comments? I didn't hear any of that, or we haven't gotten that far. We're still in 2020. The only positive comment she was getting was because she was cleaning without having to ask and doing jobs, which that's what I would be doing too. Like if I was in there, like I would find anything and everything, like, please give me a job to do. I will clean something. I will serve people food. I don't even care. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't hear that, I guess.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, internet isn't getting any better, so I'll have to end this. We'll pick up tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll be cleared up before we go on tonight with Aussie Insider. Hopefully, someone in chat can share a link to the stream tonight in Aussie Insider. I don't know. I have to figure out how to get better internet.
I don't know. Yeah.
Because
what? That sucks.
Yeah, it's just there's no go. It takes me 3 minutes just to get into Steam Nuts. So and it won't stop spinning. It hasn't even loaded properly yet. So no, Jamie won't be going on streaming on her own because she doesn't have the controls.
I don't.
So but We blame Marissa because she wants to go to the park instead of helping out.
Yeah. It's okay.
We blame my internet.
Yeah, you were perfectly fine. And then all of a sudden.
Yeah, but it just dropped to 1 bar, and no, I restarted the router twice. I restarted the computer 4 times. Nothing helps. So it must be the provider that has some problem. I'll have to go and see if it's down or something. Yeah. But tomorrow we'll pick this up again because I don't think there's any trials starting up. We have to look on. Jamie, just we adore you.
I do my best.
Bye.
What exhibit are you referring to?
I'm going to make this 100, Your Honor.
All right.
100.
Play my outro. It won't even play my outro. I'm just going to end this crappy old fist.